Alright guys, Fula coming to you with another video. Shout out to the whole LDBC. So, I mean, what more can we say about Deontay Wilder, man? This guy's a real one. Point blank, period. He's just a real one, man. I don't know how, but I mean, he maneuvered through the snakes, the bushes, and he made Tyson Fury 2 a fish out. And yeah, man, can you really argue about him being the best heavyweight, him being the heavyweight who's going to take all fades? Do we still have an argument in regards to this, man? Because he's doing everything that basically Anthony Joshua refuses to do. He's taking the hard fights. He's daring to be great. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but, I respect Andy Ruiz. I respect the heck out of Andy Ruiz, but let's be honest with ourselves. Is he really going to, give Anthony Joshua fits? Is he really going to prove to be a fighter that's going to, actually pull the upset? Now, don't get me wrong. Anything can happen in boxing. I'm not saying that it can't happen. Anything can happen in boxing. We know this. But let's just be real with ourselves and be realistic. I don't see Andy Ruiz really pulling no upset against Anthony Joshua. I think this opponent was, handpicked, like the rest of them, in order to just basically make his name, Anthony Joshua's name, present in the United States market. Now, granted, Anthony Joshua has been flapping his gums as usual because he already has a fight. When Anthony Joshua doesn't have a fight, that's when we hear crickets at all time. We're always hearing that. When he has a fight, he's like, yeah, I want to fight Tyson Fury, I want to fight Luis Ortiz, I want to fight Deontay Wilder, I want to fight them. But then when he doesn't have a fight and they may be available to him, all you hear is, well, it has to be in the UK. I don't want to betray my countrymen by having it in the US. I didn't want to sell my soul for money, blah, 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 blah. This is the thing, man. Deontay Wilder is daring to be great, as I said before, okay? He's taking a rematch with Tyson Fury. He knows the risk of a rematch with Tyson Fury. There is a potential he could get outboxed, but me personally, I don't see that happening, I see him, doing some stuff to Tyson Fury. Now, granted, the thing is this. Luis Ortiz is coming up in, I believe they're fighting in September, I think he's fighting him in September. I'm a Cuban boxing aficionado. Heck, I'm a Cuban aficionado, period. That is my second home. Africa being my first home. Home is where the heart is. And my heart is definitely ain't in no America. I'm just being honest with you. America is just a means to an ends. That's all it is. America is a means to an ends. Nothing more, nothing less. But anyhow, I don't see him winning or giving even Deontay Wilder fits at all. You know, the first fight was competitive, don't get me wrong. You know, he had Deontay Wilder in a couple of bad spots, tight spots, right? But still, the last fight with Deontay Wilder took something out of him because he eventually got knocked out, you know? And with that being said, in the second fight, I think the same thing will happen to him. And this time it's going to be in a more devastating fashion, you know? So this is why, you know, I really don't want him to take this fight. But at the same time, I'm not mad at Deontay Wilder for taking the fight in order to stay busy. You know, this is because the thing is, if he didn't take the fight, what would have happened is he would have got frozen out, you know? What they would have did is they would have froze Deontay Wilder out, and he wouldn't have fought anybody, you know what I mean? That's what would have happened. And the thing is, you know, me personally, I said it before, I'll say it again, I would have rather had him fight, to be honest, I would have rather had him fight Dillian Whyte to brush him off, because Dillian Whyte talks too much, you know? He talks way too much, and he talks about not getting the opportunities and this, that, and the other. I would have rather had him brush off Birdie from Street Fighter so he can shut up and be out of the sport, you know? Because let's be honest with you, that dude is a trashy fighter. I'm just gonna be real with you. Dillian Whyte is a C-class heavyweight, you know? But anyhow, Deontay Wilder, man, this guy, I've said it before, I said it again, he may not be the most polished boxer, but he gets you out of there in the blink of an eye. It's like a cobra at attention, basically. You know how a cobra strikes? That's how it is with Deontay Wilder, man. So how can you knock him? How can you knock him for stepping up and going to get unfinished business? Now, hopefully, Tyson Fury doesn't pull no punk stuff and decide to pull out again like he did. You know, who knows? You never know with him. With the Gypsy King, what he may do, he may like go ahead, they're in negotiations, and then he may say, oh, well, I'm leaving my ESPN contract and I'm going to the Zone. You're going to have to sign with the Zone to fight the Gypsy King. You know, you never know with him, man. So, you know, hopefully he doesn't do that. This is just a short video. Shout outs to Deontay Wilder for doing the rematch with Tyson Fury. Shout outs to Deontay Wilder for going to get that smoke. Right? Shout outs to Deontay Wilder for not waiting around for Anthony Joshua. Shout outs to him for doing that. You know? Shout outs to Deontay Wilder for basically being a real one, man. And taking all fades, as I've said before. Really believing he's the best heavyweight. And at this present time, I believe he's the best heavyweight, man. Don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of the sweet science. I'm a fan of hit and not get hit. I'm a fan of slipping and dipping. I'm a fan of parrying. I'm a fan of counterpunching. But I'm also a fan of savagery. And Deontay Wilder just has that savagery, man, that you like. And again, I'm going to quote what he said again. You know, I like quoting this, and I've taken this to my training. He says, I don't punch to you, I punch through you. So, I mean, what more can you want, man? What more can you, like, really ask for? As the gladiator said, are you not entertained? It's like crazy. What you guys do, you detractors, you Deontay Wilder detractors, you guys say, oh, well, he hasn't fought anybody. He goes and fights Ortiz. Well, Ortiz was already old. Okay, after Ortiz, he fights Tyson Fury. Well, Tyson Fury was coming off of rehab, this, that, and the other. He was coming off a drug habit. So, like, what more can the man do for you guys to be happy with him? Like, seriously, you guys are crazy. You Wilder detractors, man. But I said it before, I'll say it again. I said it in previous videos. You guys are happy when AJ fights kebab makers. Carlos Taco. Wow, that was a great fight, mate. Povetkin. Wow, AJ showed reserve in that fight. Joseph Parker. Wow, AJ outboxed him every round. Speaking of which, Joseph Parker just signed to the zone. You know what? I don't really care much for that. I mean, I'm being real with you. Joseph Parker is like a B minus C plus heavyweight at best. I don't know what his plans are. I don't know why he would want to rematch AJ. I don't know why he would want to rematch Dillian White. So I don't know what this means for him. I don't know if he's just going to be broadcast on the zone for Oceanic fights or something like that. You know. But anyhow, man, that's all I got for now, man. Leave your comments, man. Shout outs to Deontay Wilder. You know, shout outs to 78 Sports TV for really getting the nitty gritty of the situation with him, man. And having that contact with him, man. You know, and this is Fula signing out. Look out for more footage. I got some more footage coming with Boo Boo. Getting ready for the fight. I just got to get some more, which should be done pretty soon. I also am trying to get a interview with Rashidi Ellis, who I think is just a slept-on fighter who needs to have more fights, basically. And yeah, man. And you know, I would show some footage of me, but I mean, you know, this is more about other fighters, man, than myself. You know, maybe one day I'll put one of my sparring videos that my coach lets me show on the channel. You know, but other than that, man, that's all I got for now. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. Fula signing out, man.